Good afternoon. This is Real Boxing Knowledge 2 coming at you live on Fight Night. We got the Fury and Wilder rubber match rolling tonight. We got Mr. D. Clagan and Mr. Antonio Norman is in the building, chopping it up, ready to get it on. So let's go, fellas. Let's make this thing happen today. So,
yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yes, sir.
all right, so Deontay Wilder, former WBC heavyweight world champion versus the current WBC heavyweight world champion, Tyson Fury. One of the things a lot of people have been talking about is the shape that the two fighters appear to be in. With Wilder coming in at what, 237 pounds?
Yeah.
And your boy Fury done walked up in there at 276 pounds.
Yeah.
So, you know, what do you see in that strategy? You can kick that off, Mr. Clagan.
He's trying to be heavy, so that way he can lean on him a little bit. You know what I mean? Make it kind of tough for Wilder to knock him out. Because what you gotta do is lean on those ropes. You know what I mean? He lean on those ropes, get hit a couple of times. He ain't slick, but he do look. It don't look good on him.
No, it don't look like he's in shape.
Nah, it don't look good at all.
It don't look good on him at all. No, I mean he look like a sack of potatoes, man. For real. He don't even look good.
Man.
Yeah, I like to see a strategy though.
Say it again.
I like to see his strategy. I like to see how he's gonna pull it off being that heavy. For a man who can move, I always said, don't get me wrong, I've always said this. I said the heavyweights, he is one of the best because his movement, his size, and his ability to move. You know what I mean? But he looked terrible.
What you got on it, Antonio?
I agree with D on that, man. He did look bad to me, man. I just didn't like the way he looked. Now I did see Wilder. If I'm correct, they said this is the biggest Wilder has been, but Wilder is in shape. I did see how he looked. He looked good.
Yeah, 238.
Yeah, he looked pretty good.
238.
I think D right though. I think that's probably gonna be Fury's game plan. He's gonna put his weight on him. He's gonna lean on him.
Right.
You know, try to get him up
and lean on those ropes.
Yep.
So this new trainer, Malik Scott, that Wilder took on, do you guys think he's gonna make a significant adjustment in the fight game that Wilder brings to the table, or are we gonna see the same old Wilder?
I think he's going to. The reason why I think he's going to, because Wilder's moving more, he's ducking, and he's going to the body. I just hope he don't headhunt all night. That's all. He do look different. He looks different from when he was boxing with Mark Breland. Everything was a right hand. Everything was a right hand. You can see it coming.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't even set it up. He didn't try to disguise it. Malik got him moving, going to the body, ducking his head. You know what I mean? Feinting is so important for Wilder.
Yeah, he never did do much feinting at all, actually.
No, that's why he gets hit.
What you got, Norman? What you think about that Malik Scott combination, Wilder, Malik Scott? You see anything coming out of that that's going to offer a different Deontay Wilder, or are we going to get more of the same?
Man, if you want me to be honest with you,
be honest. Be honest, Tony.
I'm hoping, like I told you, I watched wheels got to turning, man. So I went ahead and watched both fights again, and both fights look completely different to me.
Yeah.
When I watched them, I'm hoping that we get to see something new from Deontay, man. He gonna show us a little something new.
Right.
But the later part of me is thinking that at some point in time in that fight, we gonna see the old Deontay Wilder. I can't exactly say when.
Right.
We gonna see it, and I ain't gonna even say that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A lot of people think Deontay Wilder got to just reinvent himself to win this fight. I mean, personally, I don't think he got to do that. You know, he's still that fighter that's got that one punch fight changing power. He still got it.
Yes.
He's not gonna outbox Fury.
No, he's not.
No,
I don't see
I
it
agree
happening.
with that. Yeah, I don't see him outboxing him.
No.
You think Floyd Mayweather's offer being denied by Wilder? Wilder actually went on live and said that Floyd always betting against him in all his fights. So now all of a sudden he want to train Wilder. Wilder didn't appreciate that. But a lot of people are saying that folks got in Wilder's ear because the combination of the best, highest skilled boxer with the best puncher should have made for an outstanding combination, Floyd Mayweather Wilder. But Wilder turned him down. What y'all think about that?
Him being in his feelings, man. No doubt, being in your feelings. You can't be in your feelings in this game, man. So what he did that? It's like, so all right, you bet against me, so I'm expecting you to show me something then.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's all.
Mm-hmm.
He's in his feelings, and people getting in his ear, because Floyd is, he's the top guy, always been.
So did we miss something, Mr. Norman? Did we miss a combination, the biggest puncher versus the best, highest skilled boxing IQ pugilist in the history of the sport? Did we miss something, Mr. Norman?
I don't know how that would have turned out, but
right.
He said, man, he's just in his feelings. I mean, what's your purpose in this? Your purpose is to win.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
And if Floyd can help you win, why not take that opportunity?
Yes. And something that you said, Norman, you had said that you may see the old Wilder. You know when you're going to see the old Wilder for real? Is when a right hand lands. See, once that right hand lands, then you continue to keep being who you were. That's what's dangerous. Because then you forget the body. I watch a lot of fighters today. If you're going to forget the body, you're going to just keep headhunting. Yeah, that's when you will see him. Yep, soon he get an opening and he catches him, he'll do that. He's going to throw the game plan right out the window.
So are we going to see a Wilder capable of making adjustments, or are we going to see a Wilder that folds once he gets tied up? Like if Fury, hits off the break, tie him up, jab, tie him up. I mean, that's the keys to victory. That's what we think.
It is. Yes, it is. I truly believe that that's what he's going to attempt to do. But Wilder, if he brings his anger in there, it's not going to be good.
Right.
Because he won't have a game plan. He'll just have a bunch of anger. But I'm sure Malik Scott will sit him down and let him know you're doing it. You're doing it all the way. Sit down and he got to get focused. Yeah. Leave your feelings, man. Leave your feelings in the dressing room. Get focused. Because he could win the fight, man, with feints, going to the body, and staying on top of Fury because he's overweight. And don't let him lean against those ropes. Try to keep everything in the center of the ring. That's all.
Hey, D just said a key point that I was thinking about when I watch these fights, man. When I'm looking at Wilder, to win this fight, man, he cannot fight off of his back foot. I don't think he can do it. Mm-hmm. And I don't get me wrong, I know Wilder is not one of those fighters that, brings the fight to you. That's going to bring that fight to you. Wilder is one of those people that like for you to bring the fight to him. But at some point in time, man, like D was saying, Fury is a big dude. I think he's probably the biggest person that Wilder done ever fought. So you're gonna have to change that game plan around. You're not gonna be able to sit back and wait on him to establish what he's gonna do. They're gonna have to come with something else.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're 100% right. They are.
I mean,
they are. You got to tear that body up, hit him under the arm, all of that.
I'm
you have to tear that body up.
I'm sitting here trying to think of a fight where I can think that Wilder actually pushed the issue. There were some fights. I remember when he fought Stavern.
Yeah,
I thought that was a good performance.
Yeah, he did. You're right. He imposed. That's exactly what he did.
So Fury is not known for power. Okay, he's not like a big power punching guy. What he is hard to hit because he's moving and he's rangy. And he's got enough defense to swat a lot of your shots down or duck out of the way or what have you. So
make some good.
Okay, so let's look at like you were analyzing the previous two fights. I think Wilder is going to need to adjust his ring generalship and his speed, his pace. He's got to be the one to set the pace in this fight. If he doesn't, I don't see him catching Fury if he allows Fury to set the pace and control distance. He's going to have to be the man and basically go get it. If he don't go get it, he ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna lose.
So what are we looking at on the judge luck tip? Because you know, when Fury got caught with those PEDs, he was actually up for an 8-year suspension, and nobody covered or talked about the fact that he was staring at 8 years of being banned.
Long time.
So, in the US, the UK people covered it. In the US, nobody said squat about that. They didn't talk about it. So it's like Fury has a little more pull in the United States than he does even in the UK. And with this fight happening in Vegas, are we looking at judge luck? If he don't get KO'd, is he gonna get the nod just because he's in, Las Vegas?
Right. I agree.
The T-Mobile curse.
Yep, I agree. Depends on how big that bag is when they slide it under the table for the judges. You're right. It's possible. It really is.